If your mind has been foggy and your emotions have been all over the place, and at the back of your mind, there's a thought that keeps saying, why can't I just get it together? This video is for you. If you're laying in bed, you have the phone up in the air and it's glued to your face, and you keep scrolling on Instagram or on TikTok, looking at these perfect faces in these highlight reels. You told yourself that you would stop, but it's past 2 hours and yet here you are, still scrolling. Your body is tired, yet your mind won't shut off. You're replaying mistakes, you're doubting your path, you feel like your time is slipping away, you're scared that you'll never be the man or the woman that you've always envisioned yourself that you would be. But the honest truth is that you're not broken, you're not dumb, you're not lazy, you're not flawed. You are just in survival mode currently. Before you're able to change your circumstances, you have to slow down and hit reset. In this video, I'm going to share with you how to detox your brain in just 3 days. This is no hustle methods, this is no extra expensive routines or any type of challenges. This is gentle, proven, practical advice that you can use to detox or unrot your brain. Why do you need to detox your brain or unrot your brain in the first place? It's because your brain is overstimulated. As human beings, our brain was not built to process so much stimulation. Thousands of micro decisions, subconscious consumerism, comparison, responding. It's not just exhausting. All of this is rewiring your nervous system. Study shows that chronic digital overload increases your cortisol levels, reduces your attention span, and it triggers anxiety loops that make it harder for you to focus, to have joy in the simple things, and to fall asleep and to just simply be happy. But the good news is this is reversible. Your brain is highly adaptable. So neuroscience tells us that short-term interventions reverse stress responses, help you focus better, and also allow you to have quality sleep. That is why a 3-day detox is powerful. It gives your brain time to slow down, recalibrate, and allow you to get back to the root of who you are. Allows you to get back to being a human being that we all were meant to be before all of this extra stimulating stuff. So I'm not telling you to go off grid. I'm allowing you to choose 3 days for you to get back to who you are, your essence, your true authentic self. So day 1 is all about clearing the mental clutter. Your brain was not built to hold all this information all at once. The emails, the text messages, the news, the decisions that you have to make, even traffic. And even when you slow down, your brain keeps spinning. That is not a form of willpower. That is a sign that your brain has way too many tabs open. So today we're going to talk about how to close some of those tabs. So step 1 is to unplug. So the first thing is to put your phone in do not disturb. Allow yourself time to yourself. And so whatever time it is for you, 6 p.m., 9 p.m., give that time for yourself to have boundaries with the outside world. And another thing to do is to delete social media. Maybe you want to delete the app itself, or maybe just log out. Allow yourself to not get distracted by social media and by outside world and voices. So it may feel uncomfortable for you at first, but your discomfort is a good sign that the detoxing is working for you. So step 2 is to brain detox. Get a timer and set it for 15 minutes. Grab a notebook, grab a journal. Begin to write down what you're overthinking, what you are feeling, what you are afraid to face, what you are avoiding, what you actually want. Think about these things and write them down for 15 minutes. And if you pass over 15 minutes, allow yourself to just continue to write. Don't judge it, don't edit it. Simply empty everything that's at the top of your mind onto the sheet of paper. The reason why this works is because you're letting your brain know that, hey, I got this. And when you do that, you allow your brain to stop obsessing. You are creating space for clarity, which is the very first step towards mental peace. So an extra step is after you write down your brain, don't pick and choose one thing that you feel that you can accomplish today, even if it's tiny. The very first time that I did this, when I wrote things out, at first I was afraid. I was afraid of what I would see. But as I began, I started to feel a lot more at peace. Everything that I was holding in, I allowed it to come to to the surface, and I realized that it wasn't that scary and it wasn't that big of a deal. Day 2 is to calm down your nervous system. Now that you have cleared space, it is now time to focus on your body. This is something that most people don't realize, is that your body sends messages towards your brain. So if you're anxious, you're stressed, you're happy, the emotions in your body send messages towards your brain. Whatever you feeling that sensation toward, your brain will begin to think about that and to make an association about that. So if you're always anxious, you're getting angry, you're easily irritated, so that's a sign that your nervous system is probably stuck in fight or flight. Step 1 is morning stillness. Before you touch your phone, place one hand on your heart and the other hand on your belly. And I would like for you guys to breathe in for 4 seconds, hold for 4 seconds, breathe out for 6 seconds, and repeat this for 3 to 5 minutes. When you do this, your body will begin to feel more at peace, which in turn will make your brain feel more safe and more at peace. And it will begin to search for things that makes it feel happy. So step 2 is eating grounded foods. What you eat directly affects your brain. I don't know if you heard of the gut-brain barrier, but it is a thing. So eating foods that are high in fruits and vegetables, high in fiber, will allow you to feel more stable. It won't rush your blood sugar, so you won't have to go and rush to get coffee first thing in the morning or your matcha tea. Don't shoot the messenger. I know everybody loves a matcha tea these days, but it still has caffeine. So you'll go into more healthier alternatives. Your body doesn't really need caffeine. It just needs fuel. Things such as oatmeal, avocados, spinach, any healthy forms of fat, fruits and vegetables, like I said earlier, that will give your body ample energy to go and process and be able to think more clearly and have more clarity, that you won't have so many highs and lows throughout your day. As soon as you get that caffeine in your system, you get that high, and faster you have your crash. So it's best to just go with the natural alternative route. I know it sounds boring, it doesn't sound as sexy, but it's real. Just try it out. So step 3 is having gentle movement. Don't overthink this, just walk. Ideally 10 to 30 minutes a day. Begin looking at the trees, look at the birds, look at the people that are out and about. Allow yourself to be one with nature. Go to a different area. Go to a park that you've never been, and begin walking, or just walk in a neighborhood that's relatively safe, that your nervous system don't have to be on fight or flight. You don't have to go the same path. Go off the path and begin to look and search, and you'll find yourself on a cute little journey. And all this just helps regulate your nervous system to be more in sync with nature, because this is how we're meant to be. Our ancestors from a long time ago, hunter-gatherers, they were much more in nature than how we are today. We are always in our house, we are always at work, we are always at schools, we are always in these cubicles. Spend more time outside and just be more grounded, because nature will regulate your nervous system a lot quicker and a lot better. So I used to get up in the morning and go straight to my phone, begin answering emails, begin sending messages to people, just to feel like I'm catching up with reality. But what I actually was doing was that I was trying to have more control of my reality, because I wasn't happy with what I was doing at the moment. I started to make a shift. The very first thing that I do is I begin to put fluids in my system, and I'll go on a walk, and I'm able to detox my thoughts. I'm able to think more clearly. I'm able to make better decisions. Sometimes if you are all joked up, overstimulated, your brain is clogged up, rotted, you're not able to think clearly, and then you make really bad decisions that affect your life in not a beautiful way. And so when I began to have my morning walks and I spent more time with myself instead of external world, I began to focus on who I was. Then I was able to feel more at peace with myself instead of being panicked and feeling stressed out. Another suggestion I would give you guys is that at nighttime, whenever you take a shower, listen to some binaural beats. This allows you to stop all the thinking, and it also pushes all of the energies that you put on yourself throughout the day. It just releases it. I know it sounds a little bit mumbo jumbo. Don't knock it till you try it. Day 3, the last day, is the day that you will rewire your thoughts. So now that your body is more at peace, you cleared your space, now it's the time to go deeper and put in better messages that you're sending yourself. So the truth is that you can change your routine, but if you don't change your identity, you will always be in that same circumstance. You will always tell yourself, I'm not good enough, something is wrong with me, nothing goes my way, people leave me. All of these negative things, if you don't shift your identity, if you don't watch what you tell yourself, all the work that you're doing, all the self-love that you want, you will still be at lack, and you still will not have that, because you have not shifted the identity that is the most important thing. In order for you to begin to shift these identities, you do have to create space, you have to regulate your nervous system, then you can come in and you have to do the work to change those thoughts. It takes work. It's not going to just be handed to you. Catch yourself saying those negative things. Maybe you're saying that you're not good enough. Maybe you're saying that no one cares about you. Think about those things that you're telling to yourself. Don't run away from it. Don't hide from it. Don't try to push it down and act like you don't see that or you don't feel that. You heard yourself when you said that. Sit with that, because that's just not an ordinary thought that you're having. That is an old wound that is repeating. And that wound has been replaying in your life. And today we are choosing on day 3 to not keep feeding that wound. Flip it. Imagine your best friend or a younger sibling saying that about themselves. What would you tell them? So whatever you tell them, tell that to yourself. You don't have to believe it right now. Just tell it to yourself and just sit with it. If you feel anxious, do a little bit of tapping. Tap on your palms. So when you do this, it just goes to your brain and it allows your nervous system to be calm and allows your nervous system to feel regulated. Tell yourself the opposite of what you want to experience. Sit with it. Maybe you told yourself that I'm too old for this. I'm not good enough. Tell yourself, I am perfect for this. I'm good enough. Whenever you're thinking to yourself, say the opposite of that. And when the doubt comes up and that brings anxiety, tap, tap. That's all you got to do. So eventually when you do this, it will begin to feel normal. Now prove it to your brain. Every time you begin to act in alignment with your new self, you're feeding your nervous system and you're feeding your brain new data so then it can back up the identity that you want to have for yourself, the new circumstances that you would like to have for yourself. So your brain will say, oh, well, today I didn't flip out. Oh, today I didn't curse anybody out while I was driving. Oh, today I kept working on my dreams. Today I put myself first. So these moments are your proof. Your brain does not change through moments of inspiration. It changes through evidence. Even if you haven't yourself experienced it, I'm not advocating you to continue to use social media or anything like that, but use it as a tool, not to be as a consumer. Look at someone else on YouTube that are living a certain type of identity that you would like to have, because your brain doesn't know the difference between what it sees or what you're thinking. Your brain just is. And so just use that maybe as evidence and saying, oh, look at this. I experienced this today. When the more proof you collect, the less and less you experience the old situation that you used to go through. The old identity begins to get shedded and a new version of yourself becomes a more dominant vibration for you. So for me personally, I used to think that healing meant a perfect streak. That means that I cannot slip up a day. I had to be perfect every single day. If I messed up, that means I have to start all the way over. So then I began to start on Monday, because healing is not a straight line. It is up and downs, arounds, twirls. But the thing is that when you look at it from the side, it is a upward spiral. You may seem like you're going in circles, but you're going upwards. But in time, you are allowing yourself to fully be. The world is full of a lot of things, especially in our society in America. There's so many distractions, there's so much stimulation, there's so much consumerism, there's so much influences of purchasing things, being like everybody else. And if you're not careful, you can easily get lost and carried away and away from who you are. You begin to become this idealized version of a digital human, but you are you are a human being, so be you. So in conclusion, again, you are not broken. There's nothing wrong with you. Just put that phone down for a second and get back to yourself. So let's recap. The very first thing I said for day 1 is to declutter your space. Day 2 is to calm down your body. Day 3 is to rewire those thoughts, because you are becoming something that's very truly powerful. And you're doing it beautifully. So if this video has been very helpful for you guys, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, and look out for the next video that I'm dropping, which will be about how to build your self-esteem and become a more attractive human being with psychology-based tips. That is interesting for you guys to watch. Make sure you type a Y in the comment section. As always, peace.